and my eyes were on real needs, the real needs of real people, and who could not do for themselves. And so,
and there's oxytocin happening like
oh,
you wouldn't believe.
yeah.
God's chemical reward for reaching out to others. Why are you pointing at that, Bill? All right.
Oh, my husband, Kent, is on the right-hand side, and Michael Lash is a homeless man in the center there. And he had a death experience, and he got saved under the bridge and almost died, and is now serving the Lord and is alcohol and drug free. That's Michael in the center.
Amazing. And there are a number of stories like this.
Yes.
And that was important to you. On that ministry bus, on the road thing you were doing for years, it was kind of hit and run. You didn't see the fruit of your ministry.
Right.
And now it's just all around you.
Yeah, well, that's part of I think the downfall of mobile ministry, is that if your ministry has impact on someone's life, you never see the fruit of it because you've moved on to a different city. And so I thank God for the mobile ministry, but it's really nice now to see the fruit grow and lives change.
Let me download just some facts about this. Tuesday nights, about 500 people who are homeless.
Yes.
You have a service. You start with food. You've got 2 mobile kitchens.
Yes.
And then the service, and then you give them wonderful things.
Yes,
from
new
clothes to bicycles.
New clothes. The motto there under the bridge is, if I won't wear it, I won't give it. And so we have inroads with clothing companies who donate brand new clothing to us, and toothpaste, toothbrush, all kinds of toiletry items, then enough groceries to last them throughout the week. And so it's fun. It's really fun to leave them or watch them leave the church service. We literally have church under a bridge, okay? Literally a church service. Praise.
Now, all weather? Like
all weather. No matter what the temperature is, hot or cold, we are under the bridge. And when Nashville had the great flood last year, right? We still found a way, and we were under the bridge. So, but it's fun to watch the homeless people as they walk away from the bridge, and they're so loaded down that they have to invite their friends to the bridge, so then we win their soul too, right? So Jesus said, come and I will make you fishers of men. And I love feeding the homeless and giving them clothing and whatnot, but it's the bait to win the soul. And I've seen Jesus Christ change so many people's lives under the bridge.
And you are Miss Candy.
Miss Candy.
They call you Miss
Miss
Candy.
Candy.
The stories are in this wonderful book, On the Other Side, life-changing stories from under the bridge. But you must be renowned in Nashville, this work, this ministry.
Well, I think it's funny to watch the reactions of my friends if we go to dinner downtown or whatnot, and the homeless people come up and hug me, and my friends are kind of taken aback, by it. But I love it. They're wonderful people. There's a misconception about homeless people that they don't work, that they're lazy, they sit around the camp all day. Most of our homeless people work day labor jobs. There are many tragedies and things that have driven them to their station in life. And so I like to remind them that this is not the last chapter, and that Jesus said, I am the way. Well, how do I get from point A to point B? Jesus. How do I get a better job? Jesus, I am the door. Right? And so if I can give them Jesus Christ, then he stays there under the bridge with them every day, all week long, all year long, which I can't do. But if Jesus is in their heart, then the gospel of Jesus Christ will change their lives, and that's my hope, that's my belief.
You said yes to the Lord. He gave you the dream that was already planted in your heart.
Yes.
And this was just the beginning.
Yes.
Tell us about the Candy House in Haiti.
Well, in 2009, we opened the Candy House to care for 65 children there in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. In the earthquake in January 2010, we were badly damaged. We're back up and running again as a school, and we're caring and feeding for these children. There's a church in Nashville that has stepped up and said that we will rebuild your Candy House better than it was. We'll build you a compound. So we're in the process of finding property for that. And so I think that I'm happiest when I'm feeding the poor, whether that's here in America or in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, or wherever it is. And God had to bring me to a place where I was poor. I'm not talking about finances. Jesus said, blessed are they that are poor in spirit. And so you can never give anything away that you've not received, right? If you don't possess something, then you can't give it away. And so I had to hit bottom and find a grace of God that I had not yet known. And bottom is a different place for many different people. I find homeless people all the time who've not yet hit bottom. But
brokenness precedes wholeness.
Yes, yes, that's true.
And we're not done, because
No.
you're also 36,000 snacks to school kids last year.
Yeah.
Foods for Kids program.
Food for
Food
Kids.
for Kids
Yes.
program.
We supply snacks every day for school children, underprivileged school children that don't have a coin to put in a vending machine. And then also at the end of the week, then we send volunteers to the local school there to put enough food to sustain the child until they get back to school on Monday. It's hard to believe that in the United States of America there are starving children, but we're talking about the working poor. And many of these children, their parents suffer from addictions or whatnot, or just have financial struggles and are not eating well. And so I think that even more than it being the government's responsibility, I think it's the church's responsibility. And so we're feeding school children.
This is some story for a woman who had no purpose and wanted to die.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
God's so good.
It's so good to just come to God and see what His plan is.
His plan is so much better than we could ever figure it out to be.
Candy, this is wonderful. Wouldn't this be a pretty movie? I mean, really, a story of hope. From the glitter and the stage to total despair, and then a new life and a return to music. You do have time to bring your music
Yes, well,
to new audiences.
Can I just say that used to my purpose was success driven, to have a new #1 single or whatever. And so now I had gotten out of gospel music for a very long time, and now I can utilize that gift of music to help the homeless. So in other words, all of the proceeds go back into the Bridge Ministry from the book and from the CD to help me feed the homeless people. And so that's the purpose for
And
the
these are
music.
available everywhere?
Yes,
Your book,
yes.
and your CD, and